The ecosystem rarely stays inside one country. A dependency may sit in another jurisdiction, a partner's agent may operate under different rules, and data may move across borders to make the outcome happen at all. This stacks the cross-border problem from the regulatory module on top of the dependency problem from this one. Your agent's decision may now rely on a system governed by another regime, holding data in another territory, answerable to another supervisor. The strictest expectation that touches the outcome still sets your floor, but parts of the chain that set it are no longer inside your control. In our example, when Mithras Bank clears a cross-border payment, it may depend on verification or screening performed by systems in other jurisdictions under other rules. The bank remains answerable for the release. So it has to know which parts of that chain it relies on, where they sit, and what it is trusting them to have done. As agents increasingly transact with other organizations' agents, a new question appears. On what basis does one institution trust another's autonomous system enough to act on its output? Inside your own walls, trust rests on the governance you can see, the boundary, the assurance, the evidence. Across institutions, you usually cannot see those directly. So trust has to be built on something you can verify. Shared standards, evidence a partner can produce on request, certifications that an independent body has checked, and a track record observed over time. The institutions that will form the strongest ecosystems are the ones that can show the governance to others, not just assert it, because that is what lets a counterpart safely rely on them. This is where the management system standards and the evidence discipline from earlier modules pay off twice. First inside the enterprise, and again as the currency of trust between enterprises. Put this together and you get a picture of an ecosystem-ready enterprise. It knows what its agents depend on and how concentrated those dependencies are. It has enough observability across its boundaries to treat a partner's change as a signal rather than a surprise. It holds its accountability for its part of every shared outcome, whatever the chain. It governs cross-border dependencies by design, not by discovery. And it can show its own governance to others so it can be trusted and can safely trust in turn. None of this replaces governing your own systems well. It extends it outward to the reality that an autonomous enterprise rarely acts alone. Next, the last module, what happens when these systems fail and how to respond and recover.